¿Qué onda? And welcome back to the channel. My name is David. Today, we're playing with my brand spanking new Fuji 23mm f2 WR. I finally picked up a 35mm equivalent for the Fuji. Also RIP 90mm because I sold it off so I could get the Canon 100mm macro because I'm excited for that lens. But yeah, I'm finally shooting wide angle because if you guys have watched all my videos, I shoot tight. I love to shoot tight just because you get the compression and you feel the frame and it's just amazing. But because I've been hanging out with Neto and Manny a lot lately and they shoot wide angle, I was like, I kind of am starting to like it a lot. And they showed me some tips and tricks to kind of get, you know, accustomed to shooting wide just because it's a little jarring for me. The only time I really shoot wide is if I have my 24-70 on the Canon, and I typically just use that for video or wide angle establishing shots if I'm doing like an event or something. But typically 50mm all day. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed with this little lens. It's a little soft at f2. I think everyone knows that, but I shoot around 5.6 to f8, so that doesn't really bother me. But I just really like the way that it reproduces the color and just everything about it. I really like how small and discreet, and it's just basically a wider 35mm f2 for the Fuji, and it's just super small, inconspicuous, and fits my bag. I could throw it in a jacket, no problem. So yeah, so just kind of getting dialed in. Really enjoyed a lot of the shots. I definitely like it because you get a lot closer to your subjects and you can kind of see a little bit of the subject's personality or whatever it is that they're wearing versus shooting tight. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing this a lot. I do find myself shooting from the hip a lot, and I blame Neto for teaching me this technique. I just don't have the luxury of a fold-out screen like on the X-Pro2 or the X100V, so I can't really check my composition all that well. But you know, it's a 35mm, so it's still pretty wide. So if I do miss the framing a little bit, I typically sometimes have the luxury of fixing it in post. I hate saying that terminology because I try to get everything as close in camera so it's less work later. But you know, it just happens sometimes. You just have your framing off a little bit, and you know, it's okay if you don't get it like the first time. But that's why Lightroom exists, so you can just, you know, edit stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's overcast. I love it. Kind of a quiet day, but things are starting to open up finally, and I'm really happy because that means more people will be out in the streets soon. Hopefully, all of them are vaccinated or at least wearing a mask. And because I feel it's fun to shoot on empty streets, because for me, I love the quiet. It's nice and peaceful, and like you kind of just zone out and enjoy taking pictures. But sometimes I just like I need a subject. I need somebody to just walk across the street or something, like, you know, just to get the shot. And you know, I think both times I've gone to Pasadena, it's been kind of quiet. So I should probably hit downtown LA for my next video, or maybe a different city. Me and the guys have been trying to figure out like what next city we should hit around LA. Maybe we're thinking of going down to like Santa Barbara, or maybe Culver City, or Koreatown, or something, just to change up the scenery and you know, see what kind of architecture and like the kind of you know, like everything really, the way the city is laid out, and just to kind of change it up, because sometimes it gets boring going to like the same place over and over and over and over. And you guys are probably getting tired of seeing the same thing over and over and over. So, oh, and also, if you guys have noticed, the video is a little shaky today. Is if you guys watch my vlog, Manny actually gave me the GoPro snap mount, and I really love the snap mount because it's so convenient to just, you know, with the magnets, just pull it off and then attach it to your car or to a tripod or something without having to like take off the GoPro. But I was wearing originally the lanyard that came with it that you could put around your neck and then tuck it under your shirt or jacket. So you have a magnetic plate where you could put the GoPro snap mount. And I was just getting really shaky footage. I turned off the hyper smooth just to see if it made a difference, and it did, but it was just still really jittery. So what I did is I improvised. Since I had my Peak Design bag with me, the strap that goes across your chest, I used that as a way to mount the GoPro with the mount. So it kind of helped save this video, but it's not as like centered or framed up the way I typically frame it up if I'm wearing the chest mount. So overall, if you guys do want to get a snap mount, I definitely think it's a cool piece of kit to have, especially just for the sheer convenience and the fact that you could mount it on your car and you don't have to like buy more accessories that GoPro sells that are just overpriced pieces of plastic. And but for POV street photography videos, which is what I typically shoot on this channel, I'd rather just have like the chest mount. So that's kind of where I'm at with the snap mount again. But I love the product, and it's also a small business. So if you guys want to support a small business, definitely check it out. If you guys want to see a review on it, I'll link Manny's video down below because he actually did a review on it. Look at us promoting each other, because that's what friends do. But no, seriously, like I'm super grateful to have my squad. You know, this past year has been difficult for everybody, and having close friends that you could go out and shoot with definitely makes things a lot better. So I'm really grateful to have everybody that, you know, I've gone out and shoot with, and even my friend Darren, who's across the pond in the UK. You know, just having people to talk to and bond over photography and gear and all this other stuff is fun. So thanks, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Anyways, I'm rambling. Back to talking photography, kinda. I've kind of moved away from talking about photography, I've noticed. Comment down below if you guys like that. If you guys want me to strictly just stick to talking about like what was going through my head when I was taking the picture, or if you guys just like these, like, I guess, rambles, if you guys want to call it rambles, where I kind of just talk about you guys. I can't talk right now. Where I talk to you guys about whatever pops into my head, or what I did for the week, or whatever. So let me know what you guys think. Today's video is also kind of short, just because I don't like to shoot a lot of video if it's kind of a quiet day. But with that said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys found this video fun, entertaining, or helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you guys did not like the video for whatever fucking reason, double tap the thumbs down button twice. Trust me, it works. And, you know, just do all the bullshit you're supposed to do at the end of the video. Oh, also, speaking of bullshit, I started my own merch store. So if you guys actually want to support the channel, other than just watching the video, I have a link down below for my eShop. I'm selling presets because I'm like every photographer and their mom selling presets. And I am also selling my first copy of a digital photo book. And both items are priced at $10 because I don't believe in charging like $50 for presets, because at the end of the day, folks, presets are glorified Instagram settings that you could just put on any photo and then just, it's like, sorry, not settings, filters. They're just glorified filters, and I don't feel comfortable charging a ton of money for things that you could easily reproduce and, you know, copy and do all this stuff online, because I'm pretty sure people do that. And also, I don't think it's fair to the fan base if you charge a crap ton of stuff for your merch, especially if it's just digital products. If it's tangible goods like t-shirts and all this other merch, then yes, definitely price it accordingly, because, you know, it costs money to make this stuff. But if it's just stuff that you're gonna sell digitally, like preset settings, to me it's not worth it. So that's why I'm selling everything for $10, and that's the end of the video. Thanks again for watching, and remember, be badass. Peace.